Blah 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 blah. In every 4 years, or I guess 5 years, 4 years, a global event happens in which mostly every country takes part, with representatives whose main goal is to compete for their self-worth with representatives of other nations who are doing the same.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
On the name of culture exchange. Like gladiator fights, remember? But with no blood.
No, God, please, no, no.
As they all wanted it to be PG-13 and they all believe in peace and humanity. So without any further ado, let's begin. Olympics. A camouflage to mislead people from actual issues to how many medals did your country get? Back in the early days when there were no Eagles, Twitter or crypto, people of Greece come up with the idea of making naked men run around the ground in front of thousands of other men. Men? Yeah, women were not allowed to participate or even to watch the games. So these were just men seeing other naked men. Yep.
That's gay.
Yeah, it was pretty gay.
But they even had death matches between the males of society. Why? Because men are trash. And one should not have any second doubt in wasting any of them. So, death matches. I mean, indeed nothing can be more entertaining than seeing people fighting from each other for the things you could easily bestow them with. Trust me, nothing. But as more and more men started to die in such arenas and royals could not satisfy the women of their kingdom anymore, they stopped the games.
No more.
All the things which are said in this video is nothing but a lie, for this universe at least. Blah 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 blah. But in the late 19th century, a Frenchie named I'm gonna be an entrepreneur and gonna make millions came up with the idea of bringing those ancient games, which were staged in Olympia, Greece, back. But without blood, as people could no more be fooled by the existence of Lucifer.
I am an immortal god.
So how the violence brought any sense of entertainment in them? By promoting the primitive construct of popularity, that if you win a medal, you would bring glory to your nation, to your people, to your neighbors, to your family, to your puppy pet, and then to yourself. Isn't that good? Isn't that amazing? Glory with which you could bang any popular peach or could make any eggplant bow. Glory with which you could give yourself a sense of self-worth, a reason to smile even though only for a moment, as life is dug up and you're eventually gonna find yourself in that nasty little bar. And glory with which you could forget that none of this glory or medals would be handy when this world would be sinking under waves of size similar to Everest.
This is garbage. I can say I bled for garbage.
As instead of providing funds, inputting efforts to find a solution for global warming, you invested in a Bugatti.
How dare you?
And now that thing can't even start in the water. What a piece of crap. No attempt to defame the company just mentioned was intended, so if it ever goes bankrupt, that's not gonna be my fault. Blah 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 blah. Now, the representatives, aka sports players and athletes, whom I mentioned earlier, to them I wanna say that even after being a product of the program, they are doing great and are spending their day and night practicing for something which they would never have found interesting if it wouldn't have been the people who decides stuff. And now I think it's time. So